Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Recently, I've been on a little bit of a kick, bringing you guys the real China, or at least the real China as I guess YouTubers will call it. What YouTubers want to show as a fellow YouTuber. You know, it's good business. I get a lot more views showing you the real China. And what I mean by real China, essentially, is any place that a lot of tourists go. That's the real China. I'm sorry, I got distracted trying to show you the real China, and this zombie dancer in a tuxedo popped up. So anyway, the real China is basically, I guess, anywhere that's really popular with tourists. And of course, the real China is everywhere in China. Everything is real China. There is no gatekeeping of what China actually is. Here's more Douyin guys, more live streamers. 很好，有很多粉丝吗？多少个？ We got 19 people watching. Okay, so I keep being distracted about what the real China actually is. Anyway, the real China is anywhere in China. You know, I'm not gatekeeping. That's the point. But I do find it funny that, according to a lot of people, the real China is just walking streets, tourist places. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
你是雷锋吗？
哎，你会说中文吗？
不会。
哎，你会说吗？
真的假的？
真的，你会说中文？你是来自哪个国家的？
我是来自美国。
美国的。
啊。
哦。
你是哪里人？
我是湖北恩施的。
湖北。
兄弟们
，17个人
在直播。
Hello。
小号。
小
号1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10。
第一次来深圳吗？
哎，第一次。
哇，欢迎。
第一次。
行。
Let's go.
I'll go this way.
Go.
Go to Laojie. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyway, I keep getting distracted by people who are so friendly, of course. This is China. Everybody's so kind. But one I want to say is that I take you guys usually to a lot of other places that aren't the real China according to YouTube, because these are not places that I would ever go. Like, I would never come here. And here, where I am, is Laojie. It's the old street in Shenzhen. It's basically a walking street. Essentially, like if you saw my video in Chengdu last week, I went to Chunxilu, same thing. If you see any of the vloggers that I kind of talked about recently who went to Nanjing Donglu in Shanghai, it's a place that I would never go, but you know, vloggers and tourists go there. These are all places where everybody goes when they come to visit the town for a couple days, because they got shopping, got walking, got lots going on. But it's for tourists, it's a tourist trap. They're all the same. They're all very, very similar, maybe not the same. So like, right now is a holiday. Right now there's so many people here because it is Qingmingjie. Qingmingjie is Tomb Sweeping Day, and it should be, all these people should go off to their ancestors' tombs and sweep them and light some money on fire, maybe put an iPhone on fire. But you know, maybe some of them did that already, I don't know. But a lot of them are probably people from other parts of Guangdong, other parts of southern China, maybe all over China, but mostly from the region, because it's not a super long holiday, it's only like 3 days, kind of a long weekend type holiday. And so these are mostly probably not local people. Of course there will be some local people. But so much of these kind of places are just things that like I literally could not give less of a shit about, like shopping in general, or eating overpriced food, or even this right here. My understanding is this is the original McDonald's in China. The very first McDonald's in China was here in Shenzhen. It should be this one. I'm not 100% sure that's accurate. That's just what I've heard. I just absolutely do not care. And a bunch of Shenzhen volunteers are helping these people. Or this girl. I'm not sure if something happened to her. Anyway, I don't care. I don't want to get into somebody's problems. But anyway, these people with the red vests are Shenzhen volunteers. A lot of cities, especially like tier 1, tier 2 cities, higher end cities, they have a lot of volunteers. You see them helping people cross the streets, things like that. They're like Wenming Chengshi, like a civilized city models. Probably smaller cities have it too, but you definitely see them all the time in big cities like this. So loud and so crowded here. Also, probably a lot of people from Hong Kong, by the way, because these days Hong Kongers often come to Shenzhen to play. a lot more than they used to. It used to be people would go the other way. They go from Shenzhen to Hong Kong to play on the weekend. But now, Hong Kong, I don't know why exactly. I can't tell you. But a lot of people online, they say, you know, it's cheaper in Shenzhen, food's better in Shenzhen. I don't know, more space, more places to go, more places to shop. I really don't know. I'm not a Hong Konger. If you're a Hong Konger, please let me know. The whole point of what I'm trying to say is, this is also the real China, for sure. Definitely is the real China. China is a crowded place, insane place, full of people. But it's also just very normal. It's just like any other walking street or shopping mall, anywhere else in the world, it's just got more people. So it's really not that exciting, in my opinion. I guess the most interesting, exciting thing about it is just like, it's very peaceful. You're almost never gonna see people busting out into a fight. You're never gonna have people shooting people with a gun or things like that. It's all very safe. Even, you know, they close off the roads. It's just a walking district, a walking street. It makes the city, you know, a lot more pleasant, a lot more walkable. You don't have to deal with cars or motorbikes driving through here. Obviously, if they did have to deal with it, it would be pretty much impossible because there's so many people. So it's good. It's got its good and bad. But yeah, this is Laojie, and it's in Luohou district in Shenzhen. And it's just, this is what it is, the whole thing. Everywhere you go, shopping, eating, drinking. We'll see if we can find anything interesting. Let's go look over here. So here we got barbecue squid and skewers. This is what other YouTubers would love to eat. Like chaoji da chuar. Here's takoyaki and chou tofu. Mala chuar chuar. Kit Kat. Hello. So if you have watched the other videos that I made recently, I was playing a character called Ben Dan, which means like basically a fool or a stupid idiot in Chinese. A lot of people miss the joke, they miss the sarcasm, they miss the point. A lot of people think I was making fun of Chinese people, or I don't know what they thought I was making fun of. The whole point was I was making fun of the clueless white vlogger, I guess almost like a stereotype at this point, at least from my perspective. I was making fun of myself. I wasn't making fun of homeless people, obviously not. If you paid any attention to what I was saying or how I was behaving, how I was acting, had nothing to do with being like anti-homeless or making fun of a guy for being homeless who obviously wasn't homeless. The whole point was I was an idiot who didn't know what I was looking at. That's a joke at the expense of myself. But some people really, really bad at understanding like media in general, I think. Media literacy is a big problem in this world. And I understand YouTube is even like less serious than like a movie or a book. So you might have even harder time understanding a joke or sarcasm in a YouTube video. I get it. I probably won't do too much Ben Dan videos anymore. They were fun. The second one I made, I ended up doing like a lot of voiceover. The one Chengdu to Beijing, which I didn't go to Beijing for anybody paying attention. I guess maybe I don't want to do those videos anymore for a couple reasons I just share right here. One is like it's a little bit too inside baseball or inside China for a lot of viewers. A lot of people don't get it, even if they do get the sarcasm. A lot of the jokes I would say are more like almost directed entirely at like foreigners who speak a little bit of Chinese and they live in China, or maybe like Chinese overseas a little bit, because a lot of Chinese people maybe don't get some of the nuances of what I'm saying, and then people that can't speak Chinese, they really don't get it. I don't know, so I probably won't do too much of that. Also, it's kind of hard because my last video when I said I went to Chengdu to Beijing, when in reality I didn't. I was on a road trip in a BYD Seal, and I was going from Shenzhen to Beihai to Liuzhou, and then back to Shenzhen. basically on that trip, I filmed like two vlogs essentially. I filmed like one as Ben Dan and then one like serious. And then I just felt like it was just too much. I couldn't keep all my facts and my ideas straight. It's hard to be an idiot. I mean, I'm already, generally speaking, an idiot most of the time. It's hard to pretend to be even stupider than I already am. My brain isn't really able to keep all the facts straight of what I was trying to say and what I was trying to do. So now I just have so much footage of me either being an idiot or being just a normal idiot. And so it was really hard. And I don't want all my videos to be me being a moron. Again, even more than I already am. So probably less of that Ben Dan stuff. And I'm also not going to be in China that much longer anyway. I'm going to Japan in a couple days. Another reason why I'm probably not going to do any more or much more of the Ben Dan videos is I think I said mostly what I wanted to say. I got my point across. I made a couple videos criticizing other vloggers. I made my point by parodying them. And then I guess I don't want to beat a dead horse. Even if they do well in terms of viewership, I don't know if they would continue to do well. Doesn't matter, I don't really care about that. I made my point, I had fun with it. And now I just want to be a normal person again. So like I was saying, this place is normally not quite as crowded. It is not a place that most people from Shenzhen would come. But again, it is a holiday right now, so everybody across China has the weekend off. They have a 3-day weekend, and so it's time to travel a little bit. It's not quite as much traveling as holidays like Spring Festival or like National Holiday in October, but it's still, a lot of people get out of the house, travel a little bit. And so I mentioned earlier that this probably would be more like a lot of tourists. You know, for all the time I've lived in Shenzhen, for all the years that I've been visiting Shenzhen, you know, I first came to Shenzhen to visit probably 2013, 2014. Nobody ever asked me to come here. No local, no Shenzhen friend ever said, let's go to Laojie. Never once. No foreign friend. Nobody ever wanted to come here. Just like in Shanghai, I lived in Shanghai for 7 years. I can't even think of any time where we would say, let's go to Nanjing Donglu and walk around. It's totally just a place for tourists, for travelers, for foreigners, for people who are not local. And that's totally okay, like I was trying to say. I don't know what I've said at this point, what I haven't said, because I keep getting distracted. But this is a place, these are the kinds of places that are real China, but also at the same time, almost like not really Shenzhen or not really Shanghai, if you know what I mean. A real Shanghainese person doesn't go to Nanjing Donglu to walk around, typically speaking. A real Shenzhen person doesn't come to Laojie, typically speaking. It happens, I'm here, I'm a Shenzhen person at this point. But I'm here for you guys. I'm here to show you what China's like on a holiday. One thing I'm sure you might notice is that it's very, very, very loud. I hope that you can hear my voice. We'll see. A lot of audio pollution, noise pollution. But you will notice that there's not a lot of pollution. I'm slipping back into my Ben Dan character. Look, there's no garbage on the street anywhere at all. No garbage. We have trash cans over here. And look, even the same Mario that we had in Chengdu. He's back. So just in here, you can see that sign that says Food Street, Meishijie. So if you are ever in China, that's a pro tip. I'll put the characters up on the screen. You look for Meishijie or Meishichang, and you will find a lot of different goods, foods, like a food court. And it'll have a lot of food. So if you don't know what to eat, you should be able to find a Meishijie, and you can have a wide variety of delicious food, and it should be all affordable. Far too many people in here. While I did just recommend that you do come to a Meishijie to find food, I definitely don't recommend you do it on a holiday or in a tourist trap because it's probably going to be overpriced at the very least and probably not as good as other Meishijie. But I can't vouch for this one, any of the food here. I'm not going to eat any of it. I'm just not interested in fighting the crowd for some fried food. I'm trying to lose weight, not gain it. Could be good. If anybody else out there wants to come here and try the food and leave a recommendation, or if you've been here before and you want to recommend a stall here or a type of food here in Shenzhen Laojie, you can leave it in the comments. It ain't gonna be me. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little walking tour of Laojie. I certainly did not. It wasn't very fun for me, but I did it for you guys, so make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, pay me money, do all that good stuff as you're supposed to do on YouTube. If you enjoyed a look at a tourist street, the real China, during a holiday. Oh my god, gotta watch out for all these Ren Shan, Ren Hai. 美女来了. Oh my goodness, the zombie butler guy has attracted a huge crowd now in the half an hour that I've been walking around. What a terrible job. I hope he makes a lot of money.